Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Catch Up at Kath's. That's right, I am here to rewatch the week of EastEnders that just appeared and go through some news, give my opinions, and then we're all set and ready for next week. So before I get going and watch the episodes, of course there is some news to be had. The box sets are continuing. They're continuing through the Olympics, so we have another 5 weeks of them. So I'm here on a Monday morning, watching all of them, filming this, and getting this out just for you guys who love to binge watch EastEnders. And also there is some other news, because Charlie Brooks, we know, is returning as Janine. And as we can see from this photo right here, that Charlie Brooks has just read her first script of EastEnders, and that's the face that she's giving. Does she look like a woman who's happy with what she's done? She is now regretting signing that 1-year contract, because if you zoom in closely on these scripts here, you can see that Janine actually kills 4 people on her first week back, and they all wear slip-on shoes. No, I'm joking, of course not. But these are photos of Charlie Brooks is leaving her hotel after being in a 3-day bubble. So when she does return to EastEnders, she is going to be in a bubble. So there's going to be no social distancing with her and some sort of character. We don't know who yet, but that's quite interesting, isn't it? But yes, interesting to see what Charlie Brooks has in store for Janine. But before then, let's get into EastEnders.
Want me to go to the opening? Checked in on Phil and his new squeeze.
Thanks. It's your day off.
I don't know why Sharon's worried. She's like opened up a gym and she's fine.
Which
She's
means you'll be looking
thriving.
for trouble. Are you calling Cat a bike?
As if.
I really like this scene of Kath actually. Like Jessie Wallace has such a skill of making you like feel for Kath. Like she gives this like vulnerability to her performance during this.
Now for years, a lot of people around here have called me a
Although
scrubber.
saying that, the leopard print, it's a bit over the top, isn't it?
You go.
He was a cabbie, and one of my earliest memories is sitting on his knee and
So yeah, she opens
pretending
up
to
the
steal
thing,
his
blah blah
cab.
blah, boring. I want to see the inside of the set.
In the bag for a test.
Before we see the inside of the set, let's just enjoy this. So Mick is asking Zach to give Frankie a driving lesson. So he's very busy being topless and all, so
What time do you want to go out, babe?
you know.
What about Phil?
Raymond,
Oh
darling.
yeah, Kat doing the
Do you want to go upstairs and help
the
Patrick?
Mitchell doormat routine, isn't she? So she's now going round to convince Denise to let Phil know that Raymond
Whatever
is the
you've come
dad
to
and
say.
spend time with him.
I have not come here to have a go, all right? I've come here to ask you something, mother to mother.
There's a scene later when
Phil, when
Ben
you find
has
out
like
the
a
truth,
drunken
and he
rage
will
at
find
Phil,
out,
and
because
everything
let's
that Ben
face it, it's
says
an
is
open
100%
secret
true. But then he apologises for it, so it's annoying.
But some are going to call up, so just jot down their name, their address, and where they're going. And if they ask how long it's going to be, just say we'll be with them as
And there
soon
you
as
go,
possible.
there's the
No, I
set
don't
then.
get what I need to know
Can't remember it
on
being
this.
that big in the back there before. It used to only fit Dot and Pauline snuggling up together, didn't it?
Same as mucking, haven't we?
Hang on. So you want me in here and out there,
Like Jean said, it's mucking in.
working in the laundrette and the cab office? That's 2 jobs on a 1-job salary.
That is
Right?
true,
How
2
about I
jobs.
sack ya, give the job
So
to
is
someone
Jean
else,
just
and then
doing
you can be
Clean
on a
Slater on
no-job
her own
salary.
now then?
All right.
Sounds like Nan when she was doing the sex live.
That's more like
Big
it.
Mo gets loads of mentions this week.
Cat's cat.
More than she got when she was actually on the show. You know what's nice about this whole week of EastEnders is that there's loads of scenes of just like characters doing normal everyday stuff. Like there's scenes later where
I ain't gonna
the
bite
Trumans and Fox is just watching TV, and there's scenes like this which are just, they don't necessarily put the plot along, but they're just nice moments where
Hello, cats,
these
cats,
characters
what's
are
your
actually
pleasure?
being people.
Oh, I mean, how many can I assist you? Oh, no, just
So Nancy's getting her divorce confirmed with Tamwa, so have a little heart-to-heart here, and she tells Linda that she wants to do bodybuilding or weightlifting competitions.
Honestly though, it like helps me zone out.
you should go for a run.
Oh, you should go for a run. You're going to regret that, Linda. We can all tell.
Well, I think we're gonna have to get the police.
The police found you.
Yeah, he's definitely Phil.
Got a father like son, eh?
So funny that Denise has let Phil, like, she's given him this olive branch, and he's just trashed all over her kind gesture, and now he's just telling Raymond. And he's talking to Raymond like he's like 15.
One day this will be yours because, do you know?
You're going to inherit this. In like 1 year, this place is going to be closed down, Phil. Come on, get real.
And do you know what that means?
It means you're going to be dead
everything.
within 10 years.
It means I'll always be there for you. It means
And I'm going
I'll give you
to
everything
mentally
need,
torment
everything
you for
want.
years. Enjoy. So I think this is a shame we didn't see more of Frankie and Zach's driving lesson or them at the pub or whatever. We've just seen them do this just so we can see them hit Nancy with a car, but it would have been nice to see like the slight build up to this.
What with that?
We get something.
What
How unlucky is Nancy? Although she's kind of lucky, like everyone else who gets hit by a car ends up dead on EastEnders, but Nancy's been hit by 2 cars and she's been alright.
She's not moving.
She dead, she can't be dead. Please wake up. I can feel her pulse.
So this was really well done as well, because they've
she's gonna
actually
be okay.
remembered that
she's gonna be
Frankie
alright.
is hard of hearing, and like Zach is obviously panicked and mumbling his words, and they've gone to the through the time to actually have her say, "I can't understand
Found
you."
someone on the street. She's unconscious. No.
And the question is
don't know
there
what happened to her.
CCTV? Because we all know that the CCTV around this place is a little bit dodgy. Another example here of the storyline with Stuart and Rainey, where they're just doing like a normal couple thing, and it's good content. It's good to watch.
What's all this?
The gays are out being gay.
The gays.
Your nan is visiting her witch's coven.
The gays without being gay.
Is there a marriage made in heaven, eh? I wouldn't know, darling.
I mean, we know Kat likes leopard print, but like a leopard print outfit, a leopard print laptop, and a leopard print cup. Really?
Setting up an account with us. You're right.
Is Phil gonna hear her do
my
these
lucky
like
day.
sexy deals and like get jealous? Do you think? Kat.
Sir,
Gosh, she's really lucked out with him, hasn't she? Kat.
take your clothes off, and I'll give him a good scene.
I'll get those skid marks out of your undies.
I was going to say you're clearly special. I can see why Bobby's so crushed.
You see, Peter, for the first time since he returned, is actually doing something quite nice here for Bobby, which is a shock because normally I hate Peter, but he's actually trying to help.
I thought I was getting to know and like Rob, only to discover I was being catfished.
Look, he's
Another
alright,
such a
alright?
nice couple, these two. I love Bobby and Dana. I want them to have like a spin-off podcast where they just review like movies together in their bedroom. That could easily be a BBC iPlayer exclusive.
What is he doing here?
He's good as gold, he found her. He's worried
Yeah, so
about her,
Zach
that's why
has
he's
told
staying.
the police
Told him.
that he's just come
Nancy's
across
dumping her.
Nancy's body, and Frankie
Oh,
just
she
went home
was
because
teaching
she
us
didn't
to
like
shoot
his
her.
driving
She's just getting
instructions.
nice.
But I do have a
Don't blame her.
worrying feeling that
Have you
Nancy
seen
is going to die.
Said we can
Like,
see
I
her
can
after
imagine like the way they got Maddie Hill to agree to
it's
come
like
back
she's
full time
conscious,
was
by the way.
her saying goodbye to the character. I love the new set as well, the new hospital canteen set.
Sirloin and chips and plenty of ketchup.
See, I have been moaning about Vi and Gwen Taylor's performance as Vi, but there is something about the actress where she does. Every now and then she gives this look of vulnerability in her, which makes me like her. And they seem to be toning her a little bit
You know
each week down. So I want to like her and I want her to stay. So
It's time you went back to live in your
yes,
own
keep
flat.
on the upward trajectory, please.
There's not much space here. You see.
What's this?
I'm
I love how
sorting it
Rainey
out so
like
we've got more
turns this
time.
as well.
You're chucking your nan out. When did you become so heartless?
Oh, Rainey knows what she's
told
doing,
me
doesn't
to
she?
deal
She's
with
keeping
it.
everyone on side.
Yeah. It seems that you two were a bit of a hit with Raymond yesterday.
Team Denise
I
here
trusted you.
through and through.
Raymond.
Phil is so horrible what he's doing, and it's so unnecessary as well. What you need to do, Phil, is think of Raymond, not just think of yourself, because that's all Phil's doing. I just want Denise, Kat and Sharon to team up and just take Phil down.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to fix everything.
I mean it.
I'm glad that they've remembered that Frankie and Ben's friendship exists as well.
Like this.
It seems like it's been
Life is
years
short.
since they've shared a scene.
Whatever he done, just let it go.
Whatever your dad did, let it go, life's short.
Mine's a bottle
That's
of
coming
beer,
from
then.
Frankie, whose mum she
I'll
just
take the
found out
drink.
was a predator
I'm not
and sent to
promising
jail.
anything.
Do you not think that's a bit weird for her to say that? Like, surely she'd be the one to say, you know, sometimes your parents just aren't good for you in your life.
But being told to avoid stress, kind of a get out of jail free card, isn't it?
See, this is what makes me think Nancy isn't going to survive. Like, she has to avoid stress because it's going to cause extra seizures. We know there's a fire coming up. Is someone going to be caught in this fire? That's quite a stressful situation. So Phil now has it in his mind that he is going to get a solicitor and get custody, like joint custody of Raymond. But Richie is just over him, can't be bothered. She says he's busy. Gray is also refusing to help because he's now dating Chelsea, so he don't want nothing to do with Phil. And Ben offers to get him a solicitor, and Phil just throws it in Ben's face. The fact that Ben then apologises in the next episode about what he says annoys me, because what he said to Phil is what Phil needs to hear. Bloody arrogant bastard.
I don't appreciate being summoned to Mitchell HQ.
I love how everyone just doesn't give a shit about Phil anymore. Like, he doesn't scare any of these women. So you don't have the pool anymore, Phil. Surely Denise and Jack being married can easily overthrow Phil's, like, custody battle.
And I want a new one. I want joint custody.
Like, they could bring in, like, a line of surprise witnesses for Phil in the court case. All of his ex-wives. All of the people he's beaten and nearly murdered. Yeah, it's the Euros episode, everyone. So there's now a football table in the Vic. Rocky's been making little lies up, saying that he knows all these celebrities and he knows Harry Redknapp.
My best friends are Imran and Ikra, though I don't see Imran as much now. He goes to the mosque less.
See, this made me question things, because Bobby's being open to Dana, and he says that he's Muslim and his two best friends are Muslims, and then she like suddenly looks worried and runs away.
Everything.
And I'm wondering, because obviously her dad is being introduced soon, whether he is going to be like anti-Muslim, and that's the reason why she got freaked out, because of her dad. Because later on she says, oh, it's just because my dad phoned me, but like the way she leaves like that does not look like she just got a phone call.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Cheers for that, Marie. All right, darling.
Again, the writers are remembering.
Hello, Pam.
Ben can't have his phone up to his ear. So this is a story, isn't it? It's a shame they couldn't get Pam in for a guest appearance.
I thought we were meeting back at the Vic.
So this is a very iffy storyline for me. I mean, one of the killers of Paul has been released on appeal. And when they got sentenced, I think it was 3 lads, and they got like a 30-year joint thing, like a combined sentence, so 10 years each. And it's been 5 years. It's just yet again these people getting released from prison for no reason, like Lucas. And it also annoys me that later Callum decides to be like, well, I'll use my police information and get information for you. It's like,
he's been released.
And then every other scene we're told that he's a brilliant cop. Well, obviously he's not. Oh yes, the storyline that everyone loves football in EastEnders, because that's what the fans of EastEnders want. Although saying that, I was the first one to bitch and moan and cry that Harry Redknapp was a stupid casting, but actually I find the scenes quite fun and they're quite enjoyable, and he wasn't the worst actor. He was better than Danny Dye's daughter.
Here, I heard Harry Redknapp's making an appearance.
Really?
Yeah. Matt of Rockies, isn't he, Rock?
We met back when I used to live in Poplar.
Yeah,
and he actually is a friend of Rocky, so this makes me wonder if he is a con man or not. It's really confusing me.
That's all right. You can
I hope it makes sense when this actually does come out, and there's not going to be loads of plot holes.
Where's Bobby?
I just quite like Kathy to have a nice romantic relationship for once in her life. Like, all of her relationships are horrible.
Oh, Dana.
Yeah, things got a little tense.
Why do everyone keep pronouncing Dana and Donna's name different? Every single character says it different. Like Duna, Donna, Dana. I thought it was Dana.
What are you talking about?
Don't get
Here's
me
the
wrong,
big
I'd
man
love to have
himself.
a pint with him. I mean, the bloke's a legend, isn't he? Son, if he turns up in Albert Square, the drinks are on me. Sonia.
Rocky, long time no see.
See, he's better acting than some of the new cast members, let's be honest here.
Stay at mine for a while.
Gray's inviting Chelsea to live with him now, and their boyfriend and girlfriend. So, as predicted, this relationship is like moving 1,000 miles per hour. Like, he killed Kush because Whitney was the love of his life, and he physically killed a man to keep her. 2 weeks later, he's now moved on with Chelsea, and hasn't even mentioned Whitney. That's my biggest issue. Like, nothing has a consequence in this bloody show. Like, he literally killed a man and pushed him in front of a train. for the love of his life, Whitney, and now he doesn't give two shits about her.
I think so. I mean, you got your one, I've got mine, and that's what's.
Hello, Governor. Can I have a pint, please?
This scene was really good with Mick as well, like
Coming right up.
getting all flustered over Harry Redknapp turning up. Next year they need to get Harry or Meghan in it for Linda, don't they? Meghan can do it, she's an actress, hello. It could be her first acting role. See, there's all these like silly moments of like the people literally fangirling over the fact that Harry's there, and it does work really well because it's what would happen.
Sure, I told you I was an extra in the film.
I don't know what's happening in the square garden there. It looks like all the grass is dead and overgrowing. Look, in the background there, it's like really long, like farm, like wheat. Why is that growing there? It's weird. Yeah, Max is being the typical arsehole that he normally is, and just he'll bring Abby back at some point.
Probably just caught up in something else.
No, he's making a point trying to show me up. Good skill, son.
And this is obviously a future storyline here because Harry Redknapp has noticed that Tommy has amazing football skills. So
That's Harry Redknapp, football manager.
Sorry, mate. I'm a big fan.
Kat's as much of a fan as Harry Redknapp as I
You really
am.
think he's got good skills, yeah?
With the right training, he's got a real chance.
Basically, Phil's now thinking, I can make money off of this son that I've adopted. That's all Phil cares about, isn't it? Fame and money.
You want to confront this geezer, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's what we do. We're going to find him, tell him what you need to, get it all out.
You see, this is just annoying.
Everything
I mean,
that
I
you
guess
need to
Callum
hear,
isn't
and then we're
doing
gonna walk
something
away, Ben.
really, really wrong yet, but
No
like,
baseball
we obviously
bats,
know where this
no
is going
blokes
to
that you
lead.
met in prison.
I can get all the contact information for you, Ben. I'm a good cop.
Well, I can access the case file. I can find out where he lives. I can at least get a phone number or something.
You'd lose your job.
Access lots of case files, can't you, for a trainee policeman? So that's the duff. Ben is now going after Paul's killer for revenge. Or, as Callum thinks, a little chat to sort things out, which we all know is not going to happen. So there you go. That was another week's worth of EastEnders on box sets. So thank you for watching, if you still are to this point. Again, the weeks that seem to be on box set seem to be the better weeks of EastEnders, which is a shame because not many people seem to be watching them. But there's just been like a flick of the switch improvement, mainly. Kind of like storylines in the past which everyone moaned about are kind of just being forgotten, like Killing Kush and stuff like that. So we are still ever hopeful for EastEnders, and 5 more weeks on box sets. Is it going to be a permanent thing? I don't know. It could be. It could be a permanent thing. I don't dislike it. My main problem with it is the fact that it loses any discussion online, and like EastEnders can't physically trend on Twitter because everyone's watching it at different times. That's my main issue. So hopefully once the Euros are finished, it does go back to regular scheduling because soaps work best like that, in my personal opinion. But anyway, let me know what you thought about this week's EastEnders in the comments below. And I will see you again next week when we round up another week's worth of EastEnders. So, goodbye.